So yesterday we saw about two ways to achieve the synchronization. That is, the first way is the synchronize method, and another one is the synchronize block. We saw that, right? So one way is pending, that is the static synchronization. So what do you mean by static synchronize, and why we are using the static synchronize? So yesterday we saw these two types of synchronize, two ways to achieve the synchronization: synchronize method and synchronize block. So there we saw they have one lock concept. So here if we have two threads, so the one thread will be go, that will thread will be acquire the lock first, and whoever thread having the lock, that will able to access that resource, right? That thread will be able to access the resource, right? After that, this thread will complete its task, and after completing its task, it will release the lock here only. Then again another thread will be go, it will be acquire the lock, and it will be access this resource, right? This like it will be work. Now suppose if we have a multiple objects, suppose I will create, suppose we have a two objects here. This is the first object, 1 minute. This is the first object, and this is our second object. Suppose now we have a two objects here, okay? And we have a, suppose more than two threads. Suppose this one is our first thread, okay? This one is our first thread. Wait a minute. This one is our first thread. Now same like that, we have a multiple thread. Okay, this one is the another thread, and another thread we have here, and another thread also we have. So now we have a four threads here. Okay, there is the first, second, third, and fourth. Now suppose these two threads, whatever first two threads we have, that threads is executing this resource. Okay, there is the first resource they are executing. Another two threads we have, they are executing this another objects or another resource. You can say that this another resource, these two threads are executing. These two threads are executing this thread, this resource, and these two threads are executing this resource. But sometimes what will happen here, this thread will interfere with this thread, or this thread will be interfere with this thread, or sometimes this thread will be also interfere with this thread, or this thread will be also interfere with this thread. So that time we are again achieving again we are facing the data inconsistency issues. Again we are facing the different issues here. So for that we are using the static synchronization. If we have more than one resource, that time, and more than one if you have multiple threads also, that time we are using the static synchronization. Now we will take the example. Simply what I am doing is, yesterday we saw one program, right? That is the ticket booking program. So in that program only I am doing some modification. Okay, I am removing this thing, and I will remove the synchronized block as well, and I will remove this block as well, whole block. Okay, everything I'm removing from here. Okay, I'm keeping this thing here only. That is whatever things we wrote for there, that is the total seats, then book ticket method, and after that here if else statement I'm keeping as it is. Okay, I will remove this thing from here, and I will create the new classes here. So suppose I'm creating one class here, that is the suppose I will create T1 class. Okay, T1 class I have created, and again we will create inside that. What we will do, we will create a thread here, extends thread. Okay, and after that simple we have to I will override the one method is the public void run method. We have to override if you want to make a thread. This is a simple thing we are seeing from the beginning, how to create a thread and all, right? So here I have overridden the run method, I have extended the thread class, I have overridden the run method. Now inside that what I'm doing, suppose if I want to call this method here, there is a book ticket method. So for that we have to create a reference first, and after that what we need to do, we have to call this method, that is the book ticket method, and inside that we have to pass the seats as well. So from where we will get that? So for that what I'm doing, simple, I'm creating a variable here, that is the int seats. Okay, you can pass it directly from here, but I'm not passing directly. I want a dynamic value, that's why I'm not passing from here. Okay, and after that I will create an object for this one, or reference for this one as well. So ticket booking, here I'm writing B. Okay, so simple thing I'm writing here, and after that I will create one constructor here, public, then T1, and inside this one I will pass the all is, I will call these things, that is the int seats as well, Okay, and after that ticket book as well. Okay, same thing I'm passing here as well. Now I want to, whatever value will come here, that value I want to assign into this one. So how we will assign that? Same thing we have, that is the this keyword, this dot seats equals to seats we will assign. Okay, and same like that as well, this dot b equals to b we will assign there. Okay, now whatever value will become from here, that will be assigned to this seats and that will assign to this b as well. Okay, now with the help of this one we can able to call that, see, b dot book ticket, and there we will pass the seats as well. Okay, now we can able to call this, but inside this seats also we don't have any value, and inside this b as well we don't have any value, so we have to assign that value. So how we will assign the value? So simply we will create one another class here. There is a public void test, sorry, public, then class and text. Inside that I am creating main method. Inside that main method simply I will call this constructor here, and from that constructor I will pass this value seats as well as the object as well. So to pass this object we have to create the object first. So I will create an object first here, that is the new ticket book, ticket book. Okay, and after that I will assign that object there only. So now I will call this object. So what is the name of that class? That is T1, new T1, and here I will pass this. It suppose first person wants to book a ticket, that is the 8. Okay, or suppose first person wants to book 7 tickets, and here I am passing the object that is a B, and I will assign this object to someone. Suppose first person name is Sai, then Sai dot start. Okay, now if I run this one, so what will happen here? From here we are calling the constructor. We are, when we will create an object, that time our constructor will be called. So here our constructor will be called. Inside that we are passing 7 and the b. So this 7 will be assigned to this seats, and this b will be assigned to this ticket book b inside this variable, right? Now what we are doing inside this constructor, we are assigning this local variable value to the instance variable. Okay, we are assigning this local variable value to the instance variable with the help of this keyword. So whatever value we are passing from here, that will be assigned to this variable as well as this variable. So here, what is the value of seats now here? That is the, it will assign the value, that is the 7. And what is the value of this b? So we are assigning the object here. Okay, we are assigning the object to this b here. Now, with the help of this object, simply we are calling this method, that is book ticket, and inside that we have seat. So what is the value of seats here? That is 7. Now it will become here inside this one, and it will be work like yesterday we saw. So what is the value of seats here? That is 7. So it will be check here, what is the total seats here? That is 10 is greater than equals to 7. Then condition is true, then it will become here ticket book 7, then like that it will be work. Okay, so now I will try to run this one. We will write here synchronize as well, synchronize. Okay, synchronize as well we will write. And if I run this one, ticket book 7, the seats left 3 is printing on the console. Okay, now what I am doing, simple thing, I am creating another class. This T1 class we have created, same like that I will create another class as well here. Okay, and here I am writing T2 this time. Okay, and here also we have to write T2. So same thing I am doing here only, just I have created the another class, and here also I did same thing, that is the same constructor I have created, and same thread I have created here. Okay, now we will create the object for that one as well. So new, then T2. Okay, inside that we will pass the seats. So suppose here I am passing 8 seats, and here we will pass the object B only, and suppose this second person name is Ram. Okay, so Ram dot start. Now if I run this one, so seats left ticket book 7, then seat left 3, ticket is not booked 8, and seat left 3, means we are getting the correct output, right? Now what we will do here, simple we will increase the value of the seats here, that is I will increase the value from 10 to 20. Now if I run this one here, so what we are getting here, 7, then 13 seats left, then 8, only 5 seats left. So we are getting correct output now as well. But what we will do here, simply we will try to create another object. This object we have created. Okay, this object we have created one time. Now we will try to create this object another time as well. I will give here the name as well, that is b1. Here I will also give b1, and here as well give b1. Okay, same object I will create another time as well. Now we'll try to see that what will happen. New, then ticket. Okay, and same like that I will create another object that with the name of b2, and this time also we'll create a different thread, same like that. This one, new t1 here, and here I will pass the seats 7 8 plus 7, that is the 15. I will book here 5 tickets again, and here I will book, give the another name. So any name we will give here, that is the, suppose I am giving here, there is a Venkat. Okay, and with the help of Venkat I will call this thread restart. Okay, and same like that I will create another thread as well, that is t2. Here I will pass 7 threads, 7 tickets, 7 seats, and here I will pass another person, that is, suppose I am writing here Murli. Okay, and Murli dot start. Okay, now if I run this one, so see here how much ticket we are booking here, 8 plus 7. Okay, 8 plus 7 what we are getting here, that is 15 plus 5 20, and 20 22 tickets we are trying to booking here. But how much tickets we have we have here, that is 20 only. So it have to book only the 20 tickets, right? But now we will see how much ticket it will be booked. See, there is the ticket book 7, then 13 is left, then ticket book 5, then 15 is left, then 7 ticket again, then 8 is left. How much ticket it is booking? 7 plus 8, then again it is booking 5, then again it is booking 7. See, I will keep here. Okay, see, first 7, then it is keeping 8, then 5 again, and then 7 again. All the tickets it is booking, right? All the ticket is booking 8 plus 7, then 5, then 7. Means 22 tickets it is booking, right? 22 ticket it is booking, but we have only the 20 tickets, right? We have only the 20 tickets. How it will be, how it is booking these 22 tickets? And here we wrote the synchronize as well, but still we are getting the incorrect data here. Okay, but still we are getting the incorrect data here. So why we are getting like that? So suppose we have a two objects here now, so and four threads here, so it will be interfere with this each other. This thread will be interfere with this thread, or this thread will be interfere with this thread, or this thread will be interfere with this thread, like that. Okay, so due to this interference we are not getting the correct output here, we are getting here the incorrect output. And here we have total seats, that is 20. So what it will do, for first object it will assign the total seats, that is this, that is the, for first object it will assign the value, that is the in total seat, that is the 20. And for this one also it will be assigned the value, that is the 20. That's why also we are not getting the correct output. Okay, so how to solve that, how to solve this issue? Okay, so for that what we will do, we will use the static synchronization. To use the static synchronization, what we need to do, simple, we have to write here, there is the static. Now if you use the static, now if you use that, so here it is giving the error. Why it is giving the error? Because we are using normal variable into the static method, so we have to make this as a static. Now if I run this one, so what it will be do, it will be book the ticket as well. See, 7, then 7, then 5, and then 1. Now it is not increasing any ticket, or now it is not any it is not decreasing any ticket. See, 7, then 7 ticket it is booking, then 5 ticket it is booking, and now it is trying to book the 8 tickets, so it is not booked. Okay, one thread is not booking the ticket here. Now we are, every time if you run this once, every time you are getting the correct result only. Okay, every time you are getting the correct result only. Sometimes different thread will be work, the thread position will be interchanged, but every time you are getting the correct result. Okay, every time you will get the correct result. Okay, so this is the use of our static synchronization. So what static synchronization will do, suppose now, before that we saw here, I will remove this thing. Before that we saw here, if you have two threads here, so it will be achieve the lock here only. It will perform the lock here only for every object. So it will be lock here now as well. But what it will do, if when we use the static synchronization, that time what it will be do is, it will allocate the lock. It will assign the lock for the class level lock. Okay, it will allocate the lock for the class level now. Now for each time one thread will be grow. Suppose this thread is going first, so this thread will be acquire the lock first. Okay, this thread will be acquire the lock for this class first, then it will be go come from here to here like that. Okay, and that issue, that is the total sets issue here. So this also we use here static. So now this thing is assigned for the class level, so it will assign for the one time only here. That is the total sets equals to 20, it will assign for the class level, not for the single object. So that's what the mistake means. With the help of static synchronization, we can achieve the resolve the issue like that. Okay, if we have many objects, so thread will be interference with each other. So that's why we are using this static synchronization. And static synchronization allocate the lock or assign the lock at the class level. It will be allocate the lock here as well now. Okay, here one we have lock, and here also we have one lock. Okay, so now one thread will be go, and they will execute our resource. Okay, so that is the use of our static synchronization as well. Okay, anyone have any doubt till here inside the static synchronization? Okay, so that is the thing for the static synchronization. The three things we saw just now, that is the synchronized method, synchronized block, and the static synchronization. Okay, so these are the three ways to achieve the mutual exclusive. If you want to use the mutual exclusive synchronization, so these are the three ways to achieve. So this is the quite tricky. If your oops concept is good, so that time you can easily understand how this will be work, how this program is work. Before that, this much long we didn't saw any program, so that's why you means many people will be confused between in this program. But try to execute multiple times or try to get these things, you will be easily understand. This is the normal thing only. Okay, so now another thing is that is the another synchronization, that is the cooperation. So inside the cooperation we have a three methods. There is wait, notify, and notify all. This is the easy way only. So now what I am doing, simple, we will remove this all the things from here. So what we did here till now, so we just created one ticket booking app, and inside that we book the ticket. So now what we will create another class here for the ticket collection. Now we will try to calculate the ticket collection, how much profits we have or how much loss we have, we will try to calculate. So if it extends, simple thread here, and after that I will simple override the run method here, public void run. Okay, inside that what I am doing, simple, I will create one variable here, that is int total and equals to 0 I am giving here. And after that here what I am doing, total I will calculate here, total equals to total plus, suppose our first means our price is 100. For each ticket we have a 100 rupees price, so I'm writing here that is the 100. Okay, so what we will do here, we will not do like that, we will use a for loop here. For 10% we have to allocate, so int uh, I equals to 1 we will write here, then I is less than equals to 10. For 10% we want, that's why I'm writing here I is less than equals to 10, then I plus plus. Inside that what I'm doing, simple total equals to total plus, and we have a person, that is the for 10% each person having the 100 rupees ticket. So for 10% it will be 1000 rupees, right? 0 plus 100, then 100 plus 100, then 200 plus 100, then 300 plus 100. So they are same like that, we are getting the 1000 rupees here. Okay, so now if I want to call that, how we'll call that, class test we will write here, and here also we'll create a main method. Inside the main method I will create a thread, there is a ticket collection like that, TC, and with the help of the TC we can simply start the thread. Okay, and if I want to call that out total, so I will calculate, that is the TC dot total. Now if I run this one, so what will be the output we will get it here? Anyone, what will be the output we will get it here? Okay, so what is the final output we will get? What will be the final output we will get? How much time it will be work? So this will be work as 10 time, right? From 1 to 10. How much price we will get it here? Nanoseconds. No, here suppose here it is working as 1, I equals to 1, so it will become here 1 is less than equals to 10, condition is true. So what is the value of total here? There is the 0, 0 plus 100, so 100 will be stored here. What is the value of total now? That is the 100. Then again I plus plus, so value, what is the new value? 2, 2 is less than equals to 10, so condition is true, again it will become here 100 plus 100, 200 will get here, total value that is the 200. So 10 time it is working. So why we are getting here nanosecond and all? Can we will get 1000 here? Can we will get it 1000 here? Can we will not get here 1000? Because 100 plus 0 plus 100, then 100 plus 100, 200 plus 100, then 300 plus 100, so 10 time it will work. So we are getting here 1000, right? 900 plus 100, we are getting 1000. So total output we have to get it as a 1000 here, right? If I run this one, so this time we will not get it 1000 here, we are getting only the 0. So why we are getting 0 here? So that is the thing here. See, if I run this one now, so what is happening here? Main method will be inside the main method, JVM will come here. One thread will be, JVM will create one thread here, that thread name is the main thread. That thread will be create another thread here, that is the TC, and both the threads will be work at the same time. Another thread will be work here, and this thread will be, main thread will be work here. Okay, and then TC dot start. So when we will write TC dot start, it will become here and it will be work here. Whatever things we are writing here, that will be work. So when it is calculating this thing, so it will take little bit of time, right? It is executing 10 times, so it will take little bit of time. But before calculating this total, this main thread is executing this thing. Okay, before calculating this total, main thread is executing this line, that is the TC dot total, and here we are printing the value of total. So what it will print? It is not calculated till now. So what it will print? It will print the value, that is this value, it will be print on the console. So what we need to do? We have to wait for this thread to complete its task. When this thread complete its task, then we have to start the main thread. Okay, so for that what we will do? We have a three methods here, that is wait, notify and notify all. So what wait method will we do here? So I will tell you here. Okay, so what wait method will do? If any thread calls a wait method, it causes the current thread to release the lock and wait until the another thread invokes the notify all methods for this object. And another thing you have to remember that to call wait, notify or the notify all method on any object, thread should be on the lock of that object. That is, thread should be inside the synchronized area. Suppose if I write here directly tc dot wait. Okay, so now what will happen here? TC dot wait, if I write here, it is throwing one exception, so I will use try and catch. Now if I run this once, we will get it one, that is the one exception we are getting here, that is the current thread is not the owner. Why we are not getting here the output? Because whenever we want to use the TC, whenever we want to use the wait method, this should be into the synchronized area. Okay, this all the things will be into the synchronized area. Now if I want to use into the synchronized area, what we need to do? We have to use here simply synchronized block, like that. And which synchronized area we want? So where is this thing is present? Inside a ticket collection. So we want that things into ticket collection, so I will write here, that is the TC. Okay, and here inside that I will write the wait method. Now whenever this main thread will become here and it will see the TC dot wait, it will be release the lock here only. Okay, yesterday's concept, so it will be release the lock here only. Now another thread we have, that thread will be acquire the lock, and that thread will be execute whatever things it have. So execute this thing, whatever things it have, it will be execute this all the things. After executing this all the things, this thread will be acquire the lock again, and it will be print this thing on the console. Now if I run this one here, see, it is printing 1000 rupees on the console. Okay, now if I want to use here the notify method as well, so how we will use that? So simple, we need to write here notify method. So if I use here directly, so this time also we will get it one out, one exception, current thread is not owner, because we have to write this all the things into the synchronized area. And this we need to write here, we have to write this all the things into the synchronized area. Now if I run this one, so it will, we are getting the correct output. Before we are getting the 0, because before calculating this thread here, that is this total, this another thread we have, that is the main thread is executing this line. That's why we are getting the 0 here. Now what it will be do? Main thread will become here. It will create another thread, that is ticket collection. Then it will be start that thread. This thread will become here. Now we are using here the synchronize. So whoever thread having the lock, that thread will be executing this resource. Okay, so now both the thread into the synchronize area. So whenever this thread, main thread will be see this tc dot wait, it will be release the lock there only. Okay, it will release the lock there only, means main thread don't have any lock, right? So now it will become into the waiting state, as the main thread is in the waiting state now. Now another thread we have, that is the thread 0. So this thread will be started execution. So whatever things it have, it will be execute that all the things. After that it will see the notify method. So what it will be do is, whenever it will see this notify method, it will be send the notification to the waiting thread. So which waiting thread we have, that is the main thread. Main thread is waiting here. So it will send the notification to the main thread. Then uh, main thread will be start its execution again, and whatever things it have, it will be execute that thing. Okay. Now that's why if I run this one, so we are getting the 1,000 rupees here. Okay, so notify method is used to notify the waiting thread. Okay, you use to notify the single waiting thread, and notify all is used to wake up all the thread that are in the waiting state. So these are the two methods, notify and notify all. And whenever wait method is seeing any thread, that thread will be release the lock, and that thread will become into the waiting stage. Okay, so that is the thing. And whenever you want to use wait notify all method, the thread should be into the synchronized area. Okay, remember this thing, thread should be inside the synchronized area. So that is the thing for the inter-thread communication. Okay, so anyone have any doubt till here? Anyone have any doubt? Okay, so that is the thing for the multi-threading. So still now we saw all the things, that is synchronization. We have completed synchronization. We saw two types of synchronization, that is mutual exclusive and the cooperation. Inside the mutual exclusive, we saw the three things: synchronized method, synchronized block, and static synchronization. And inside the cooperation, we saw the three methods: wait, notify, and notify. And remember these things, this all the methods are present inside the object class, not into the thread class. This all the methods are present inside the object class. Okay, after that, inside this thread class, we saw many methods as well. Life cycle of method also we saw that, right? Inside that we saw many methods, like basic methods, naming methods, demonstrate methods, priority based methods, as well as prevented execution method, and as well as the interrupting a thread as well. Okay, interrupting a thread method as well. And after that we saw today, that is the wait, notify, and the notify all method. This all the methods are present inside the object class, and this whatever methods we saw before that, all the methods are present inside the thread class. Okay, before that we saw the life cycle of thread. Inside that we have a multiple processes like create, burn, or new thread is runnable, running, date, and the non-runnable state. We saw sleep as well and the waiting as well here. Okay, after that, how to create a thread? We have two ways we saw, right? That is the with the help of thread class and with the help of runnable as well. So these are the all the concepts we saw inside the multi-threading. Okay, so do you have any doubt inside the multi-threading concept? Anyone have any doubt inside the multi-threading concept? Okay, so that is the thing for the today. Okay, so that is the thing. Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Okay, so that is the thing for the today. And from tomorrow we will start the collection, and we will see what is meant by collection. And after that we will start the servlet. Okay, so I think in the next week we will our all the calls will be here. Okay, so that is the thing for the today, guys. And today's assignment is that you have to create a program on the static synchronization, wait, and notify, and the notify all method as well. Okay, so that is the thing for the today. We will meet on